We're going to go over the single-family business that we started and ran. We got up to 32 houses, kind of peeled them back over time down to 25, and we're running with that. We're going to go through the history timeline real quick. I'm not going to bore you with all the stuff. What did we learn? And what did we do with the money that we had when we got finished selling things? And the inflection point, what made us decide to go to multifamily? Okay, does that sound fair? I want to hear it. Remember when I said, you want to clap, you got to clap real loud, okay? Oh, no, not yet. Easy, puppy. I want to go through the history. It's not a long deal. I tried to do a timeline, but I can't do PowerPoints worth a darn, so it's a big list, okay? Most timelines go across and you have different things. We joined some other place way back when. I don't know how to spell it, so I just put little characters up there. And we started in October. We got our first single family rental in October 2012. That same year, we got two more, so we bought three in total. We didn't know what the heck we were doing, so we were panicking, and we're just going along doing it. Next year, we got 7 rentals, and this is post-2008, 2009, so pricing was still good, okay? It wasn't really terrible, it was really good. We were making good dough. We did another one in 2014. See on down the line, there's 2 points I want you to remember. Remember, toe dip. We did take a chance and invested in a multifamily passively. We did it again 2 years later. What I want to tell you is we didn't really take the time to understand multifamily. We didn't do the learning we should have done. We were keyed in on single family. We were having a blast. It was fun. We were making money. So we just got, okay, yeah, great, multifamily. The first one, you see listed there in 2015, was a little spotty in terms of performance. It was going along great, and then they had some trouble. We're going to talk about these later, okay? Don't forget them. Got it? Don't forget that I'm going to tell you about it. So we go on down the line. 2020, we joined here when Steve opened up. And first thing he said to me and my wife when we talked to him, had our consultation, he said, I won't be as colorful. You got to get into multifamily and quit, you're past the point. So we did that, and I'm going to leave 21 and 22 till later. What we did learn when we did this whole single family thing is we had fun. It was blast. We were learning, we were doing things, we made money. I'm not going to say we didn't. And you can really screw up and you can still make money in real estate. We didn't do everything according to the book. We messed up on some things that you hear Steve talk about and others, so it still was very forgiving. We had a great time. There were some times when we had a little nervous going on because we had 25, 29 homes at the time. And you had some people not paying, and then you start getting into learning all of that stuff. A lot of stuff. We did learn a lot. We learned about all aspects of running single family. How do you find them? My daughter was a real estate broker, realtor, and then turned into a broker. She was also a property manager. She learned how to deal with contractors and rehabbing. Amazing young lady. My wife took care of all the office stuff, and I was working full-time with an oil company, so I had the easy part, So we're going along. Most of the time, the tenants were great. We didn't really have a lot of dogs. There were some that weren't too good. I can tell you the stories if you want to hear about them later out in the drinking room, meeting room, sorry. I like lemon drops. They were teasing me about it before. Okay, fine. We've met a lot of great people in this whole business, especially here at TWA, that think the same way we do. Probably the reason you're here is you're thinking the same thing too. So it's a good, fun time all around, all right? Does everybody agree with that? Pretty simple, good people. I want to tell you, why did we decide to switch to multifamily? We had a weather event back in February of 21, the big freeze, right? We got wiped out on one of these houses. It's a nice little 1,100, 1,200 foot home. And our contractor, the lady called and said, hey, I'm leaking, and so she went off to stay with her kids. And our contractor went over, super good guy. He says, I think your house is taking a shower. The 21 breaks in the pipes above it, everything's just coming down. Total freaking rehab. Although we bought this house for $97,000, I think in 2016 or something, that rehab was about 50. We sold it for 194 in 2021, just a few months after, and we netted a whole bunch of money from it. If you're doing your math, we did have an insurance claim. That claim was higher than the rehab cost, so it ended up going into the net part. We had the thing that's really kind of shocked us, really. We had this, we'd put it up for sale, had 100 plus, 130 showings in a 3-day period over a long weekend. The neighbors around us were very upset because there were just cars rolling the whole time. I liked it, but I didn't live there, so I understand their pain. And we had 75 offers on this house. So, I mean, legit offers. And so you look at that, and I looked at my wife, who's the smarter one. I think it's time to sell these houses if we can do this. So 21 was a good year. We sold 8 at that time, but we had started this like April-ish, so as time went on, we never booted a tenant out ahead of time. We waited for lease expiration. We gave them 60 days notice ahead of the lease so that we're gonna sell. So 22 comes along. Should we keep selling? Is this a good market in 2022? We found out we sold one and we bought it for $57,000. Does anybody buy a house for that now? We put a little rehab, and this rehab I'm talking about is get it ready for sale, not the original rental rehab. 22 for that rehab, not a big deal. Sold it for $227. I think the market's still doing good in 2022. It slowed down at the end, right? We all know that. We took these monies that we got from selling the homes, and as soon as we could, we were placing it in passive multifamily with some of the great people in this room that are syndicators. I'll point them out if you want me to. I'm just kidding on that. We do have some, I'll talk about that later. Remember we talked about those 2 multifamily passes we did? I asked you to remember that or keep it in the back of your mind. We were dipping our toes. We didn't know what we're doing. We didn't do any education. We just did it because we thought that was what you're supposed to do. Meanwhile, we're doing our single family business. One of those had some problems. It was not really doing as well. It was kind of spotty on its payouts. They had a murder in the apartment. Man, it kind of puts the tone down a little. Some of the units caught on fire. Not a good thing. COVID was going on, such as that. So we got a call or email saying, we're going to take a vote. Do you guys want to sell this? We had an offer. And it turned out to give us a 2.5 multiple. You put your money in at the beginning, and it paid out 2.5 times that with the distribution. So I call that icing on the cake, right? We've already had 20 some odd homes that we sold, got good payout on it. I think it's time to do multifamily. This is another kick in the teeth to make us wake up. The next one, oh, I keep pointing to this. That's not blocking your view, is it? Okay, sorry about that. The second one was a Class A, well-run, paid distributions like clockwork. I'm talking Big Ben in England clockwork. It never missed a beat. The fellow running it was magnificent, or the couple. And they came to the group and said, hey, we have an opportunity to sell or refinance. And he's more of a long-term player. He's not a 3 to 5 year, turn the thing and make your money and run. We had distributions every quarter on the money. We got it refinanced and got 101% of our investment back. Plus, we still own a piece of the pie, right? So that's not a good either. I don't think we need too many more signals to say it's time to go to multifamily. So meanwhile, we're doing the multifamily and we're putting our funds to work. We joined with Steve. Steve said, like I said before, go get in the multifamily, right? Yep, we did that. Okay, I got to tell you, my wife's not here to say no, but I'm real happy about having more time with a spouse. That's why there's 2 little faces there. They're both mine, and I'm real happy about that. Not that we weren't, but you know, we're all busy. We get more time with our grandkids and our kids. They live in the area, except one just moved to Boston. Jeez, okay. She got a great job. She was our broker and our property management, wanted to change, to get out of real estate, go up there and do something new, and she's enjoying it. So my wife went with her, drove up to Boston through this weather just a little while ago. Had a good time. They said it was great. So anyway, she's at home right now helping her parents who are elderly, ones afflicted with Alzheimer's. That's why she couldn't be here tonight. And so sorry, you get the B team, all right? The other thing is we have fun doing is harassing the people I used to work with. I keep in touch with them. I mean friendly, not harassing. Come on, people. More time to attend. I know I'm going to get it. The Aggie football games. Aggie haters in here? I see the hat. Dude, all right. I like the baseball games where you can do the counting the train tracks or whatever. So anyway, we are not done yet. We are going to learn more and do more in the passive investing. We're kind of reaching out in the storage units. It's different for us. We're going to do some other things. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I hope I crispified it enough because I know there's a lot of talk.